How are you, dear students? I think you are safe and sound in your home and you are learning so many things in your home. So, I'm Afujur Rahman, lecturer in English, Colorado Government College. Today, I will discuss one of the important topic from your second year syllabus, which is conditional sentences. One of the important topic for your syllabus. You can use it in your writing also. You can for taking variation for your writing sections. So now let's begin today's topic. Conditional sentences are also known as the conditional clauses or if clauses. They are used to express that the action in the main clause can only take place if a certain condition is fulfilled. So this is the definition of conditional sentence. Now we can see the four types of conditional sentences. First, zero conditional. It is possible and also very likely that the condition will be fulfilled. And second one, the first conditional. It is possible but very unlikely that the condition will be fulfilled. And third one is second conditional. It is used to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. And fourth one, it is impossible that the condition will be fulfilled because it refers to the past. So we also see the definition of all the types of conditional. So now let's go forward. Zero conditional sentence is made with two present simple verbs, one in the if clause and another in the main clauses. So what we can see, the two clauses are there. One is the if clause and another is the main clauses. So it is a structure: if plus present simple plus present simple. This condition is used when the result will always happen. So there is the example also: people die if they do not eat. Snakes bite if they are scared. If babies are hungry, they cry. So if you look carefully, there are two parts in there. One is the if clause and another is the main clauses. Suppose people die is a main clause, and if they don't eat is a if clause. Also the another example also, that if babies are hungry, it is a if clause, and they cry, it is main clauses. So in all the conditional sentences, the order of the clauses is not fixed. In zero conditional sentences, you can replace if with when, because both express general truth. The meaning will be unchanged. Suppose we can see the example: if you heat ice, it melts. Ice melts if you heat it. When you heat ice, it melts. Ice melts when you heat meat. So there is the variation, and I also replace the word also if in the place of if, adding when. So we can see carefully those examples. How can I make this sentence also? You also can remember that one thing is that the comma, which if you use it in the middle of the part of your sentences, you don't need to put a comma in the sentences. If you use if in your first clauses at the beginning of the sentences, you need to put a comma in your middle of the two clauses. So if it rains, the grass gets wet. The grass gets wet if it rains. When it rains, the grass gets wet. And another example is the grass gets wet when it rains. So there are also the several examples how I produces the sentences and how can I make sentences. You also practice in your home like this. And suppose like here is an example, you can make a sentence using using those sentences, there are two clauses are there. You can combine the sentence also, and you can use a conditional sentence also using both the sentences. Suppose like also there are another examples also, you can use it for your exercise in home. And here also the another examples, you can make sentence using this if and if conditional, and you can submit it in the comments box, and how can you make a sentence also. Here also the another examples. So go forward, and here is the zero conditional is used to make statements about the real world, and often refers to general truths such as scientific facts. So look at the examples. If you freeze water, it becomes a solid. Plants die if they don't get enough water. If my husband has cold, I usually catch it. If public transport is efficient, people stop using their cars. So if you look carefully, both the sentences, all of the sentences, statements, the real world and the general truth, also the scientific facts also there also. The first conditional has the present simple after if, then the future simple in the other clauses. Suppose the structure also are there, if plus present simple, and another one is the simple future. Before that we used in zero conditional if plus present, but here are the different, if plus present simple and future simple. It is used to talk about things which might happen in the future. This describe possible things which could come true. Suppose here is the examples. If it rains, I won't go to the park. If I study today, I will go to the party tonight. If I have enough money, I will buy some new shoes. She will miss the bus if she doesn't leave soon. If I see her, I will tell her. So if you see all the examples, there we can find that as first sentences, if it rains, it is a present simple, and another one main clause is I won't go to the park is a future simples. So it's like that. Also if I study today, simple present, and I will go to the party tonight is a simple future. So I think you understand all the things also. If she doesn't go to the university, her parents won't be happy. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If that candidate becomes president, the country will be in trouble. If I win the competitions, I'll donate half of the prize money to the charity. So there are a lot of examples. You can exercise all the things in your home, and if you have any doubt and questions, you can put a message on the drop box. We can give an answer also you. And here also the so many examples also there to understand the whole things also. Zero conditional, if you sit in the sun you get burned. First conditional, if you sit in the sun you will get burned. So look the difference between the two conditional sentences. First one zero conditional and second one first conditional. The first part of the sentence is first clause. Suppose if you sit in the sun, it is a simple present. Also the first conditional, there also if you sit in the sun, that's also the simple present. But the difference, the other clauses, the main clauses, in the first one you get burned, it is a simple present. You will get burned, it is a future present. So there is the difference, the zero conditional and the first conditional. And now we can move forward. We can See, the second conditional uses the past simple after if, then would and the infinitive. Suppose the structure is here also: if plus present simple plus would plus past fast form to bar. Suppose it is used to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. Suppose here also the examples: if you own the lottery, I would buy a big house. uh, if I own the lottery, I would buy a big house. And another one is the: if she were rich, she would travel all over the world. This is the probability, not the fact. And it can be or going to be true. So here are the examples. You can see lots of second conditionals. If I met the Queen of England, and I would say hello, she would travel all over the world. If she were rich, she would pass the exam if she ever studied. She never studies, so this won't happen. So it's a probability. So if you look the bold word, you can guess the things also. Suppose if I met is a bold word, that means it is a past tense. And also remembering this, you can go the next one, the few clause of main clauses. I would say hello, there also the bold word would say. These are the linked between the both the clauses. That means you need to remember that if the first clause is the past sentence, that you must be use would and the present simple verb. So like that, all the examples also there also. So here, if you can see the examples, another examples is: if I had his number, I would call him. Look at the bold word, those the linked between the bold word. The first one is the past simple, and second one is the would and simple present. And another examples are there also: if I were you, I would not go out with the girls. Also same as like as before that. You can see the bold word, you can realize the fact also there. We make the third conditional by using past perfect after if, and then would have and the past participle in the second part of the sentences. Suppose look at the structure also: the if plus past perfect plus would plus have plus past participle. Remember the structure before you exercise, and it's using in your writing. Before, you need to remember the all this structure. How can I make the zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional? What's the difference between the both, all of them, and what's the structure also are there. So if you look all the things also, you can analyze the things, and you can understand all these things, and you can make sentence also. It talks about the past. It is used to describe a situation that didn't happen, and to imagine the result of this situation. You can only the imaginations imagine, and you cannot, it's not will be true, and they are also not the probability also. So here is the example. So you can find a lots of examples are there also, and you can exercise also from them. If she had studied, look at the first clauses. If she had studied, that means it's a past perfect tenses. That's linking that you next main clauses, she would have passed the exam. So what's happened there? Would have passed the exam. That means at first the subject, then would, then plus have, then verb, past participle of the verb. So it's same like that. If I had not eaten so much, I would not have felt sick. If we had taken a taxi, we would not have missed the plane. She would not have been tired if she had gone to bed earlier. She would have become a teacher if she had gone to university. he would have been in time for the interview if he had left the house at 9. So you can also use the main clause as the first part of the sentence, and if clause can use also the second part of the sentence. It's depends how can you use this sentence also. So if you use the main clause at the first part of the sentence, you don't need to put a comma in the middle of the sentences. If you use main clause at the later part of the sentence, and you use the if clause in the first part of the sentence, you need to put a comma in the middle of the sentences. That also can remember, and you can look the all the examples also there like that. So here are the examples, the conditionals. If you look all the sentences, there are the four types of conditional sentence. First one is the zero conditional, second one is the first conditional, third conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. So look carefully all the sentences, you can realize the whole things. What's the difference between the sentences structure also there. Suppose you get sick. If I get sick, it is a uh, it is simple present, and I go to the doctor, it's also a simple present. And second one, I get sick, I will go to the doctor. First one is the simple present, second one is the simple future, and third one is the if I got sick, that is uh, past simple. And other ones is I would go to the doctor with the past conditional. And third one, the if I had been sick, I would have gone to the doctor. First one is the perfect, past perfect, and second one is the perfect conditional. So if you remember all the things, you can make any kind of sentences if you want. I think I have given you a lot of examples also, and I hope you learn so many things, and you can realize all the things. And now your turns also, you can uh, you can exercise it in your home. Here is the example also I have given to you to actually exercise uh, all the examples, and write down it in the comments box, and I will give you answer also. So here for your exercise in home. And another examples also are there, another few examples also there. You can also uh, do all the things also in home and write it comments box. And I hope you will do it very well. And let's see what happens, and how understand how much you actually realize all the things. And thank you everybody for watching my lecture.